Welcome to Kletus Ray's Roadside Service. You might be a little upset, wondering what the fuck happened. You said you were going to come back, and you never came back on that last episode. Well, buddies, I forgot to. And by the time I remembered, I was already at home. And I thought, well, let me see here. I'm going to record a YouTube video. When I got home after that job Saturday night, I decided I got home. I said, I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to record a YouTube video. I'm going to be one of the cool kids that records YouTube videos. So I went down there and I recorded for a long time on a lot of boring ass shit. Okay, I'm sorry. The game is a lot of fun for the player, but for watching it, I don't know. Unless you do some stupid shit, not stupid, but you just do some stuff that doesn't make you the money. I don't know. I'm gonna be doing more YouTube videos, but as of right now, that's what I got. I got 2 hours and 11 minutes of me just playing the video game. And hey, like, listen, that's not bad. I could have kept going if I could have stayed awake. I was getting tired. I kept running off the road and doing some bad stuff. I don't know. Go check it out. But you can skip a lot of it, but there is a lot of commentary. I'm at work now. This is Monday. I just submitted that podcast. So it's put up on Spotify and YouTube. I don't know. It'll go on YouTube when it goes on YouTube. I don't know. It takes a while for it to go onto YouTube. Oh, man. So I'm driving in, and I look at my schedule, because my schedule had changed. Nobody calls you. Nobody tells you nothing. I looked at it Saturday night, and it said that I was going to be taking the walking floor trailer to a warehouse to get a load of fucking whatever it might be. And so I said, cool. And then I woke up this morning. I was like, I better check my fucking schedule. And it did. It changed. I guess somebody called in this morning, so the schedule changed early this morning. And it said, instead of going to the warehouse, you're going to take a tanker. And you're going to go get a load of, well, it used to be like acidic, but they treated it. So now it's not acidic anymore. And I was going to get a load of that shit from Lawrence and take it down to the landfill pit. I said, cool. And then after that, it said that I was going to do the trash run. There's a... Anyways, so I get into work, and I got in a little bit later than I wanted to. Whoops a daisy. Who gives a fuck? The only thing it hurts is me and not paying me another half hour's worth of work. So whatever. I didn't get to the Monday meeting, and so I show up and I get parked down by the tanker because I'm pretty sure that's where I'm going to be going, is by the tanker. And I have to fill out my paperwork because we did that confined space rescue job on Saturday, and I never got the shit filled out. All my paperwork done for that. So I parked down there next to the building that houses the tanker that I'll be taking. And then a guy walks by and he says, hey, John is looking for you. And I'm like, who the fuck is John? What are you doing? There's a fucking guy just pulled out in the middle of the road and stopped. And I'm like, what? I'm in the middle of driving here. So I'm like, all right, well, and then I text the office lady. I'm like, hey, send me John's number, because I don't even know who the fuck John is. He's a new guy, but he's not the new guy I was thinking about. The guy, I had actually worked with him once or twice already. So I call up John and say, hey, man, I'm over here. Somebody ripped the gate out there. Man, there's some weird shit going on these days. I'll tell you that right now. There's some weird shit going on. We'll get into that later. So I'm just trying to sit in my car next to the tanker that I'm going to be taking, trying to fill out this fucking paperwork. And I got people calling me. I got people texting me. I got people walking by talking to me. I got this John guy showing up, and I'm like, hey, shh, everybody fucking stop. I have to write down 5 more words, and I got to think, because I'm dumb. I have to think hard on what those 5 words are going to be, and I write them on this paper, and then I can do anything anybody wants to do. And my boss calls me. He's like, hey, why aren't you over there showing him how to run that trailer? I'm like, well, we're supposed to be, I'm not taking that trailer. He's like, I know you're not. The other guy is. I'm like, well, I was going to take that trailer, but now I'm taking a tanker. So, well, you got to show him how to run that walking floor trailer. I'm like, oh, God. Here's a video. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't show him the YouTube video. I should have just showed him the YouTube video. Be like, here you go. This is informative. So instead, I'm like, all right, go over there and get the truck pre-tripped. I don't know if that trailer has a truck attached to it or not. So you got to go find a truck, find the trailer, combine them, pre-trip them, and then by that time, I'll be over there. And so I sit down and I write down the last letter of the 5th word. I know, and it's not even 5 words. I'm just using that as an example. I just had a very small little thing I had to write down, and I didn't even, every time I tried to think about what I was going to write down, something would happen. So I finished that up, and then my boss calls me. He's like, hey, why are you not over here training him? I'm like, I told him to pre-trip the truck. I said, I'll be over there in 5 fucking minutes. It takes 15 to do a legal pre-trip, so I thought I'd be cool. It's like, no, he's ready to go, man. You need to get over here. I'm like, well, you're over there. What are you doing? I didn't say that, but that's what I kind of thought. I'm like, why the fuck? I'm not even doing that job. And it's for that warehouse job, which I've done it in the past, but I hadn't done it recently. I'm like, there's other people that know how to do that job. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for letting me over. This fucking work van over here, he wants to run that lane all the way up. I need to get over it one more time. Like, I don't know what job he's doing, because that job is, from what I've heard, that job had changed several times since I've done it. 'Cause I was the first guy to do it, and that was a drop. You show up, you drop your trailer, and you sit around, and you don't do shit until they bring it back. Well, it's totally different now. You actually, it's in the caves. So, well, one of them is in the caves. Apparently, I don't know, there's a little twist to everything there at the end. Usually it's down by the caves, and they got hostlers that drive around, and they thought it was more efficient to have a hostler take your trailer and go get it loaded and everything. But it turns out the trailer would sit there either loaded or unloaded for probably half an hour to an hour, and then they would just forget about you sometimes, which was fine. I mean, I get paid, and it's not my fault. I'm hauling their shit. If they want to fucking dilly-dally around while I'm there, go for it. I'm getting paid, and it's your fault. I'm hauling your shit to the fucking landfill. If you want it done quickly, do it quickly. I mean, there's nothing else I can do about that. But now they wanted us, one guy, he's not with us right now. He took a leave of absence. He's got some shit going on. But anyways, he's the one that found out that, no, you have to drive down in the caves, and the 53-foot walking floor trailer doesn't fit too well down there. If we had a sleeper cab, it wouldn't do it. But it doesn't have a sleeper cab, so we're just short enough that we can get in there and get it done. The hostler trucks do it way better, but anyways, so I run over there, and I'm talking to the boss. I'm like, I really, all I had to do was fill out some papers. He's like, why didn't you already have your paperwork filled out? I was like, this was from Saturday, bud. Okay? I didn't get off until 9:30 Saturday night. I know I only worked 4.5 hours, but still, this was from Saturday night. And all I had to do was fill out a couple of things, text my brother his times with the job number, and get the fuck over there. And so then I show the guy the walk-in floor trailer. I tell him all the shit that I like about it and all I don't like about it and how it works and everything. This fucking Dodge Caliber is in my fucking way, I'll tell you that. Or, no, not Dodge Caliber. It's a Dodge Journey. But I'm pretty sure the same guy that created the Caliber created the Journey. It's like the same fucking thing, almost. Just more of a minivan shape. But it's not a minivan. It's got fucking opening doors. So I showed him the walking floor. Like, it sucks if you have to get in there, and I showed him how to do the quick shuffle, which was kind of surprising to me because, yeah, I don't know, getting the quick shuffle to actually quick shuffle, I don't know, maybe with a load on there it's different. But, and then I got my truck, and then I'm ready to go. I did just get it fired up. I'm in a Kenworth T880, like normal. That's like what we like to have at our shop. We like all of them to be the same, because so if like we can order parts for a Kenworth T880 with the Cummins and a 10-speed auto, and it's good. If it doesn't, we could order like 7 of them, and then 7 parts, and they'll all get used, instead of having a bunch of different random ass trucks and have to take certain trucks to certain places, blah blah blah. I don't know. I imagine that's what it is. But I'm in our one of our trash trucks. So the one in the video, I got, and I don't plan on reading every comment every fucking time, but on this video, it got pretty big, pretty quick. So, and there's not that many comments, so it was pretty manageable. Somebody was like, "That truck is disgusting. Don't you ever wipe it down?" No, I don't. Not when this truck goes to landfill all the fucking time. Now, that was a different truck. This truck, its actual only job is to ever go to the landfill. So this truck is disgusting on the inside. The other trucks, yes. Whenever I'm on like long hauls and stuff, or whatever, or if I get the time and I'm just sitting in the truck, yeah, I wipe it down. We have a tub of towels and glass cleaner, and then the other sprays that we always keep in the trucks. And I'll clean the windows, and I'll wipe the dash down, and some of them have like a little air chuck underneath the seat that comes off the air sheet, and you can blow out the floor and stuff. Or they have like a little hand broom and a little dustpan or whatever. And yeah, I mean, I clean trucks quite often, but that truck that day, I did not have the time to clean out. So yeah, trucks, these day cabs get disgusting, and they get used like whores, okay? People thinking everything can be clean all the time. It's like, man, yeah, it can, but I don't know. It's a lot to keep up with. These boots get fucking disgusting walking around the floor or the landfill and stuff. And yeah, you can only scrape your boot off so much on your step outside before you got to get back in just to get right back out. You know, so sometimes you don't even scrape your boot off. You just get in the truck and you dance around in here, and all the mud falls off your feet. You know, if you want to clean your boots every time you get in the truck, you're going to be there all day. All motherfucking day. So yeah, my job had kind of changed a little bit today, but tomorrow, I think I'm going out of town. I think I'm going out of town. I would like to go out of town. Because today it's not going to be a short day, I don't think, but it's not going to be a long day. It's just going to be, I don't know, I might get 10 hours out of it. All I got to go over here, haul this trash. This will take probably 4 hours from start to finish. And then I got to go to Lawrence and get loaded, and that job takes, I don't know, 4 to 5 hours, start to finish also. And then I noticed that the tanker trailer that I'll be taking is the one that I used with at the end of last week, and it had some shot media in it. So I think it's gonna be nice. We're gonna be able to rinse it out with this next load, and the liquid is just going to the landfill. So if we like to do that sometimes. I mean, not every time. We like to always have clean equipment taken to job sites, but sometimes there's a little bit of residue left in your tank from the job before, but it's going to the landfill. Like if we're like transferring clean fuel, yeah, that trailer has to be certified clean. We have to have the certification and everything, and it has to go to like an actual cleaning place, and then we'll go haul fuel especially if they want to reuse the fuel. Even if they don't want to reuse the fuel, like gasoline or diesel, usually that gets offloaded at a place where they want to know the exact profile of it, and you can't have a little bit of residue. But shit like this today, it's going to the landfill. They don't give a fuck. I mean, as long as it's not flammable or hazardous, it'll be all right. And shop media, a little bit of shop media, that's where it went, was the landfill to begin with. So, yeah, I don't know. And there wasn't really an option to wash out or rinse out your trailer at the landfill. Sometimes we'll do a quick rinse. We'll just open up the top hatches, stick a hose down in there, and try to rinse everything to the back drain valve of the trailer. And then it's not clean, but it's not dirty, I'll tell you that. Yeah, so the confined space job that I abruptly ended last episode on, these guys don't know what the hell they're doing in this place. So it's a new car plant. They make brand new vehicles, and before the vehicles get shipped off, after they get built, they go through this wash. And this place has transit vans and pickup trucks. So they have 2 different wash bays, and there's a lot of stickers and tabs and rubber bands and all kinds of shit that gets collected on these trucks as they get built. And whenever they go through the wash bay, apparently it's a nice fucking wash bay, it'll blast all this shit off, and any oil or nasty, gross shit that's on the trucks, which there isn't much. All right, are you going or am I going? Are you going or am I going? I can't just fucking... I sped up, they sped up, I slowed down, they slowed down, I sped up again. Alright. Sorry, bitch. Yeah, sorry, fucking Toyota, bitch-ass motherfucker. Tough shit, I'm bigger than you. So I show up and I end the episode. I didn't really end the episode. I just said, I don't know if I'll come back now or later. And then I stopped it. And then I hop out, get in, go into the shop. We find the tripod. We find the winch. We get it loaded in the back of the truck. Then we go get paperwork and the air monitor and the hose and the little attachment. So we don't have to have our air monitor down in the hole. We have a little pump and a hose that you can drop the hose down in the hole, and it'll sample the air down there. And it's good to test it at low level, mid level, and high level, and entry. It's good to do all that. So, anyways, we get to the place, and I text the guy that normally does the job. I'm like, hey man, is there somebody I need to call, because there's nobody here doing anything? And he never responded. I just kind of hung out. Eventually somebody showed up, and then they start pulling all these metal screens out. They want us to clean the metal screens, and that's not our job. So I resisted a little bit, but my resistance isn't much. I just didn't offer to do it, and I didn't start doing that, and because I'm like, hey, this is your guys' job. You guys are supposed to be the cleaning guys, and I'm just here to air monitor and rescue if needed. So I'm going to kind of just hang out over here, and I got a lot of paperwork I got to fill out. There's 2 different confined space entry forms I got to fill out, one for them, one for us. And then I got to monitor the air and fill out, all the rescue operation and all this fucking shit. It's really not hard. It's just, apparently you have to have a good mind to do it, because, I don't know, the guy was like, whoa, you actually filled this out, like, correct. I'm like, does not everybody else do this correct? I know the guy that I did it with last time, he was a younger kid. He had done this job a dozen times in a row, but he never watched the paperwork process get done. And then he ended up being in charge of the job once, and he's like, how do I fill this out? I'm like, brother, I'm a trucker. I almost never do these paperworks. I fill out BOLs and manifests and shit like that. I know how to do that, and has stuff, but this, I don't know. I mean, I've seen it done, so I kind of helped him with it, but it was all his handwriting. I was like, you do all the writing. I'm not part of this, other than I'm an attendant. I'm not an entry supervisor. You're the entry supervisor. You're supposed to know what the fuck's going on. So whenever I was the entry supervisor this weekend, because it was my brother, and he's not ER, he doesn't know how to do all that stuff. He's just a technician, no CDL, no nothing. So I fill it out, and I don't know, the guy seemed impressed. I don't know if he was just stroking my knob or what, but he seemed really impressed by how easily I did the paperwork and everything. He's like, usually these guys are all asking me shit. I'm like, I'm just going to hand it to you and say, does that look good to you? Am I missing anything that you usually add on to this? And he's like, no, dude, you got everything. Like, all right, sweet. And the little Mexican dude shows up, and he's like, man, I can't get the water on. I'm like, hold on. You guys do this job every single weekend. Like, it does not matter. They do it every fucking weekend. 52 weekends a year. They do this job. And they cannot figure out how to turn the water on. And I'm like, I don't know how to turn the water on. That's for sure. This place has hoses and wires and cables and knobs and valves and shit all over the fucking place. It's a car wash. And there's pumps and there's water inlets and all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, all I can do is look at it and see that all these valves are open. And then they even called in like the maintenance guys to come over, or engineers, or I don't know what they are. They came over and they're like, man, we can't figure this out. And I'm like, well, let me look at it. Like, let me just gander at it while you guys are walking around not doing shit with your fingers up your ass. And I'm like, do you see this red valve here? There's no handle on it. There is an indicator, and it says closed on top. It looks like it's got some electrical wires coming from it. So I'm guessing, and there's an alarm going off right behind me. And if you follow the yellow fucking cables, they go up, over, and right to the alarm. I'm like, this alarm is going off. And it looks like it's hooked up directly to this fucking valve here. Do you think those are related at all? He's like, no, that's not. I'm like, okay. And I look at it again. I follow two yellow wires. They go straight from the valve, up, over, and are down, right to the fucking alarm and another little control panel. But I don't know. They did something. I just went over and I was like, I'm going to continue to sit here, and you guys don't know how to turn on water where you work every fucking weekend. And they probably work there even more than that. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand how you can not know how to do the simplest task at your job that you work at every fucking day. So I'm just gonna sit here. I gave you my input. Pretty sure that electronically controlled valve that's alarming is the culprit. It's the only valve that says closed in line with the fucking garden hose that we need to use. They eventually got it. I don't know what the fuck they did, but they got it. And yeah, the guy got down in the pit and he hosed everything down. And usually he does like a super meticulous job. This day he didn't do very meticulous. He just kind of sprayed the floor off, sprayed it all over the area. And like I said, there's a lot of stickers and little tags and rubber bands and other gunk and shit that's in this car wash pit. It's like a basement underneath the car wash. And it's got nice lights and everything. It's brand new. And he's just rinsing everything up against the screen. I'm like, brother, like, I'm not going to yell at him and tell him how to do his job, but because he does it all the fucking time. But like, dude, there's so much water down there. We have the pumps going, but the pumps are pumping air because no water is getting to the drain because of all the gunk that's built up around the screen that goes to the fucking drain. So he's just the pump is over there just fucking dry running, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, there's a stick. I found a long stick, so I shoved that stick down there and I just scooped the shit out of the way of the screen, and then the pump started actually pumping water because he was down there in like 2 or 3 inches of water, just hanging out, spraying more water. And I'm like, does nobody know how to do anything? I don't think anybody knows how to do anything at this fucking place. But eventually he did get all the shit picked up, put in a bucket, and then he just got out of the hole. I thought he was going to rinse the rest of the fucking nasty shit now that he had removed the product, or not the product, but the solids from the screen. Now he could rinse down the floor and get it sparkly clean. No, he did not do that. He just got out of the hole. And I'm like, okay, this looks kind of ridiculous. Whatever. And then he got out, and then we went to we got everything picked up. We had a tripod and a winch, nothing special, and then the air monitor and all the paperwork. Got all that stuff picked up and taken care of. And then I said, we're gonna go to Burger King real quick and grab me a burger. Haven't been to Burger King in a while. I don't know where this guy's going. He's looking at me. I'm waiting on you. My trailer's right there. Like the nose of your truck, AFF Transit. The nose of your truck is blocking the one trailer that I need. So I guess I'll go out and tell him to move a little bit. Obviously, he doesn't know who the fuck I am or what I'm here for, but it is kind of funny that the one spot I need to be, you're slightly blocking. So, let's go over there and check it out. I'm going to pause it. All right, we're back. No, it's a little noisier now outside the truck, but I'm getting right back in. That trailer is loaded. I was curious if it was loaded or not, because they usually have a paper on the front of the trailer indicating that there's a load in there. But they actually put it in a little document holder underneath that's screwed to the frame. And then the guy that was nosed up, he's super nice. He's like, oh, yeah, I can move. I'm like, actually, you don't even need to. I just got to come in a little crooked. But he went ahead and moved for me. What a nice guy. Now this trailer is very low because very, very low. Gotta lower the airbags down. There we go. The landing gear on this trailer is a little fucked up. And we're there. Oh, this landing gear is not fun to fuck with. See, it sticks out from the whole side of the trailer. It sticks out about 1.5 inches. And they drag trailers along shit here, so the landing gear gets hit, cocked a little bit to the side, and then the gears in the landing gear are not meshing properly, so it's kind of hard to. It's not bent as bad as they did it once before. Once they did it, you couldn't crank it at all, so they had to bring out a crew to fix it here on site, and then they fixed it, and then they hit it again. Not as bad, and it's not bad enough that it needs to get fixed. It's just pain in the ass to fucking get this handle to turn. Ha. And no hydraulics yet, because there's a little bit of twists and turns and stuff, and so just air. Got my blue air and my red air and my electrical. Now turn on the headlights and the flashers. Go through and just make sure all the lights are working. Make sure these tires have air in them. Those ones are good and those lights are good. It's always got all this crap built up. I just knock it on the ground. What else are you supposed to do? Am I supposed to go look for a bucket somewhere? No. They got somebody that runs around with a sweeper. They'll take care of it. Get all this shit that's gonna fly off on the fucking highway off the fucking truck and on their ground. They can fucking clean it up. If they didn't, we do this all the time, so if they didn't want trash to be all over their fucking ground, they'd clean it up whenever they get loaded. It's pretty simple. To knock the trash off in the trash area would be a good idea, but they don't do that. But obviously, if there's something sharp, I'm not going to knock off something sharp on the ground. So next person to park a trailer in this spot is going to run over and get a flat tire. I don't want to do that. All right. And now I just need to add the trailer to my logs. More assets, trailers plus. There we go. Pre-trip, no damage, no issues. Got a response to a YouTube video. Said, and it's kind of funny because this is exactly what we were talking about. Dude, the inside of your truck is filthy as hell. Do you ever wipe down the dashboard? I said, it's the landfill truck. It's all gross no matter what. And then this other guy responded, I don't find that excuse to keep a filthy truck. That's like saying I don't take showers because I work in a landfill. Well, sorry. Sorry, dude. Don't have the time to detail my truck when there's actual work. Yeah, getting work done isn't as important as having a clean vehicle. They get wiped down. I could say something like they get wiped down at the end of the day, but that's not even true. I'm not going to even respond. You know, getting into a little disagreement on YouTube comments seems like something not fun to do, to be a part of. So I'm not even going to probably respond to that. But here on the YouTube channel, I'll respond all day. Hey, sorry, I don't live to your standards, Mr. Man. Sorry, it's dirty. I'm not an over-the-road trucker, okay? If I was over-the-road trucker and you stayed clean all day, like, yeah, it's the landfill truck. Or it's a truck that goes to landfill all the time. And, I know nobody will believe me probably, but in reality, I am one of the guys that actually cleans the trucks. Like, I wipe the gauges down so you can fucking see them. I wipe the armrest down, get all the fucking elbow grease off of there. I wipe the steering wheels down so when I put another dip in, I don't fucking put whatever the fuck's off the steering wheel into my mouth. But yeah, I don't know. It's you. I would say the same thing as that guy said about the fucking trash truck drivers. You know, their truck gets dirty throughout the workday, and do they get cleaned? I would think so, at some point. I don't know. You can't post anything on social medias without somebody having something to say about it. So that's why fighting it is not really worth it. Anyway, and I don't know. It makes the people that would make the comments like that, because I would never say some shit like that to anybody unless I was like messing with them. I wouldn't like get on somebody's YouTube channel and tell them I'm better than you. That's basically what you want to say. Okay, you are better than me. Have a good day. Like, what are you doing? What are you trying to do with negative? Well, and it's not even negative. Like, because maybe I'm taking it the wrong way, taking it like normal people would probably take. But I don't know. Me making a comment on somebody's YouTube video, it's most likely ever going to be positive. I'm never going to, if I don't like something or I disagree with something on a YouTube video, and maybe that's what people want. That people want to know if people like what they're doing or whatever. But I don't know. It's maybe I'm just a different guy, and whenever I say something like my mama said, If you ain't got nothing good to say, you don't say nothing at all. And maybe that's stuck with me for a while, because that's probably exactly how I live my fucking life. Is if I don't have anything good to say, I don't say nothing at all to people that it's going to actually affect. Over here on the podcast, where I'm just cussing people out driving in my truck, no, that's different. Okay, you in a Hyundai, you're a piece of fucking shit, and I fucking hate you. I hope you get a flat tire. Like, when I say shit like that, that's just to be funny on the podcast. But if me and Hyundai guy actually sat down and hung out for a little bit, maybe we'd get along. The only people I might not get along with is the fucking Jeep fucks that have the goddamn the little duckies, little duckies. Got a little ducky on your dash. That might not be good. That's like putting two betas in the same tank and having them fighting fish, Japanese fighting fish, cock fighting, with your wieners out, hitting each other's wieners. Don't want to do that. I'm not into cockfighting. So, I don't know. And what I guess putting myself out there, and if you don't receive comments that are negative, then I don't know, you're doing something wrong probably. You're probably not doing it right. So, I don't know. I don't want to be a guy that's like created a YouTube channel and then gets upset at every negative comment. And I'm not going to do that. I think staying away from any of the comments is probably the best way to do anything, and to just live your life however you're going to live it without the input of others on the internet. That's my little truth bomb here. Is if you're going to get on and you're going to make content for people, like what only the people that comment want, you're doing it wrong. Because I started the YouTube channel and the podcast to do what I want to do and say things the way I want to say them, without the input of others, generally. Now, if I was actually doing something bad and people noticed that, that would be good. That would probably be good. I'd probably be a bad person at that point in time. But I don't think I don't think I'm a bad guy. I really don't. Maybe I am bad and I just don't know. I should really clean that truck out. Now that guy left a comment, I should really go clean that fucking truck. I should probably go fucking grab a SOS pad and scrub my skin, because I'm just a dirty landfill motherfucker with no excuse. So, anyways, got the the compactor trailer here, and doing a video on the compactor trailer would be a lot of fun. I would like to do that. But just trying to get a video of the compactor trailer in action would require, I don't know, maybe a tripod, because I have to be at the front of the truck, so you won't really see much. I guess I'll try to get something. But and if I take a video of the inside of this truck, oh, that guy's gonna lose his fucking shit. There's fucking floor dry on this truck. Somebody had a bottle of open molly gear, and they lowered the seat down, and it fucking punctured that. Not me. Somebody else did it. And now there's open gear molly lube all over. It's the stickiest shit ever. And it's all over the fucking floor of this truck. Luckily, it didn't like spray onto the fucking headliner and shit. This truck is dirty. So if I take a video today and you guys happen to see the inside of the cab of this truck, that guy's going to lose his fucking shit. because this truck is nasty. It's got kitty litter all over the floor, and well, there's no cats. There are no cats nearby. Well, there might be cats nearby, but they don't go inside this truck. I should really put on my sunglasses before I turn that corner. Let's see. But I guess that brings you to your other point is I really hate to put any information out there that links back to me, because I just want to put out cool, well, not even cool, just content, just whatever I want to put out, I want to put out. And not that my company is they're pansies or anything. I don't think they would give a fuck what anybody says from the internet. But if somebody wanted to like try to fuck with you, especially whenever you have critical information in your videos that they can look up and do some bad shit with it, like they could I don't know, look up your DOT number, call your boss, call the Missouri State Highway Patrol and say there's a fucking drunk guy posting videos and stuff. You never know what they could do. And so I tried harder in the past, but now I try not to. I'm gonna do better to not post up anything that's gonna be linked back to specifically me, I guess. I don't know, because I don't even like use my real name on a lot of shit. Mainly because I got hacked a while back. I got hacked, and it was my Facebook though. And that was the video game back, the Off-Road Outlaws video game. It was really easy to hack the video game, and saving the video game, you used your Facebook account. So you would log into Facebook on the game, and then it would save to your Facebook or something like that. So my account was linked to my Facebook account. Somebody hacked either the game or my Facebook. I didn't have like two-factor authentication. I didn't have any of that shit. I just had like a normal basic password. And somebody was able to get into my game. They were able to get me kicked off of Facebook. And I have no evidence of it, but I was kicked. I was on a 30-day ban on Facebook. And as soon as the 30-day ban was lifted, I was on another 30-day ban. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So my theory is somebody hacked into my Facebook account, made a post or something, and then got onto another account and flagged my post that they created. And then Facebook put me on a 30-day ban. And they did it twice, and during that, I still had access to my video game. I would get on my video game, and they would get into my maps, because I created maps on the video game, like big fucking cities and shit. And it took a long time, and it was something I was really into for a while, and that's why I have some of the top maps of the video game. They would get into there and they would delete the map, or they would fuck with it, or just like put random shit everywhere, and it was really annoying. And they got into my Gmail. They were into everything. So I straight up deleted. I couldn't delete the game for some reason. I don't know. So I deleted all the maps individually, and then saved it, because I could always go back and reinstitute the maps. I could go back and like see a history on, and I could also see like the location. But they were spoofing, I think. But they were using a spoof thing, so it would say my Facebook was logged in all over the fucking place, and they would get in, they would delete the map. Luckily, they didn't know enough about it, because if you there's a change log for each map. So they would delete the map or change some shit on it. And then I would find out later on through, I don't know, friends or whatever. They'd say, hey, your maps are all fucked up. Or I would get on, I'd see my maps were fucked up. And you go down to the change log and then revert to a previous save. And I kept up to date with every time I hit the save button. So if they fucked with it again, I could go back to my original save and it would be fine. You know, there wouldn't be a giant Statue of Liberty in the middle of the fucking map or whatever. All the houses wouldn't be deleted and shit like that. So, I don't know. I got really upset. So I deleted every fucking map. I deleted every single map and I saved each map, I think 30 times. Because then you couldn't go back to the change log. Because it was so far down the list, the change log wasn't there. So I deleted all the maps, saved them a whole bunch of times, and then deleted them. Or something like that. And then I created one map, and it was just a message to the hackers. I said, dear hackers, fuck you, you ruined the game, whatever. And I deleted my Facebook account, deleted my Gmail account, deleted every little thing that I had socially. And then I was, gone for a while. And then I decided to come back, or I created another Facebook account with just my name and wasn't even connected to the video game. But somehow they found out my name and they found out that I made a new Facebook profile and they got into that and they got me banned on a new Facebook profile. They were just fucking with me to fuck with me. So I deleted all of that shit and I just took 6 months off of all social media, everything. And I created all new shit again with as much security as I could possibly do. And then without my name attached to anything. And then I slowly came back as One Man Wolfpack and started creating maps again. And then ever since then, I've been fine. Ever since then, everything was fine. I got a shitload of maps on the game under the new alias. And then I created I think that's when I started the YouTube channel. Because the game was still popping at that point in time. I guess it's still going. People are still really interested in the game, but I don't know. It's just not. It's not the same anymore. So, anyways, that's a little history lesson on my hacking that happened to me a while back. Ever since then, it's been good. But yeah, my real name is not on anything, and that has been a little bit of an issue. Trying to, I'm like, fuck, what name did I use for that email? What birthday did I use? I was as incognito as I could possibly be. So incognito, I didn't even know who the fuck I was. So, anyways, that's my thing there. Now everything's good. I got the YouTube channel. I got everything on lock. And I think so. I don't know. After this podcast goes out, maybe people might try to fucking hack my shit again. Motherfuckers, quit fucking doing that shit. Because I'll just delete everything. Because I don't want to deal with it. I'm not going to sit here and try to save shit. I'm just going to fucking be gone. Can y'all just leave me the fuck alone? If you don't want to listen to me, don't listen to me. Please. Anyways, back to the trucking stuff. We're on our way to the landfill. We are behind a Republic truck. Actually, the trailer that I'm hauling is also contracted through Republic. So the car manufacturer gets paid, Republic gets paid, and we get paid. I'm just like a subcontractor. I'm basically just a tractor. For some reason, Republic did not get their own account to haul the trash from this place. So I'll gladly do it. Just kidding. Not gladly. I'll do it, but not gladly. I hate doing this trash run. It's a pain in the fucking ass. Because at the end, once I get offloaded, there's gonna be so much trash left on the fucking edge of the trailer that I gotta scrape it off, and it's a lot on there. Are you gonna let me over, Republic? Thanks, dude. You the man. We're all going to the same place. I was over. He could have passed me, but he decided not to. Go here. Go to the scale house. I forgot to fill out the fucking paper. Luckily, I got my pen right there. And there's a guy in front of me, so. Fill out this paper. Go to the scale house. Check in. Maybe the chick's going to be in there with no bra on again. It's always nice to see some fucking nipples sticking out of a t-shirt. And then go inside go up to the top of the landfill and start the offload process, which is going to take a very long time because the hydraulics are slow. But it's also pushing a lot. Like these other compactor trucks, hold on, let me write this shit down. These other compactor trailers or trucks with the 40-yard boxes, I'm hauling like probably 4 of what they got. I can haul a lot more weight and I got a lot more room. So whenever I offload, it's a sight to see. I wish I could take a video, but yeah, getting a tripod set up in the landfill while bulldozers are driving by just does not sound like a good idea. But maybe I will try to grab my phone and just walk around with it just to get you guys a little idea. Another little 5-minute video. And we're here. Anyways, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this episode, and I'll try to get that video. If the video doesn't pop up, then I didn't do it, but I'm going to try to do it. So, keep all 18 down, and I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.